viewers, I was working overhauling these forks and there's some recessed bolts way down in there, and normally I'll just use an extra long hex socket like this on an extension to get down inside the hole and reach those bolts. But unfortunately on these forks, this one's not long enough. This bit's only about 5 inches long and I need one that's at least 6 inches long. Now I tried to find someone who sells some hex sockets like this with longer bits, but was unsuccessful. So improvise, adapt, and overcome. I'm going to make an extra long hex socket, and I'm going to show you the process of making that. Now, if you're not subscribed to my channel, do me a favor. Go down there, click that subscribe button, and be sure to click the bell so you get notified when new videos come out. Now, to make my tool, I'm going to need a hex shaft. So I have a hex T-wrench here, and so I'm going to use the shaft from this. It's got a ball end, and I really don't want the ball end, so I'm going to cut that off first. I have some bolt cutters here, some real heavy-duty bolt cutters. I'm going to use these to cut off that end there. And then I'm going to make mine longer than I really need. I'm going to make mine about 7 inches long. And so I got tape measure here, and I'll just mark that here like this. And use the bolt cutters to cut it right at that spot as well. And it doesn't need to be super exact. So there I got my shaft. So now the ends of my shaft here are really ragged, so I'm going to clean those up with a grinder, and I'm going to be using a face shield for eye protection. So nice clean ends now. Now for the socket portion of my tool, there's a couple different options. One, I can use a socket from my current hex socket tool. The shaft is just being held on by a screw. I can remove the screw and replace the shaft with the longer shaft and be done. But I have another idea, is what I could do is I could take a 6mm socket and just attach it to the end of the shaft like that and have a whole brand new tool. So that's actually what I think I'm going to do. So to attach my socket to my shaft, I'm going to be using some JB Weld, Quick Weld steel reinforced epoxy. I think that'll do a good job. If it doesn't hold, then I can always resort just to doing an actual weld with my welder, but I think this should do okay. So just get a little bit of on the end of the shaft like that, and probably a little bit more than I need, but then slide it in my socket like that, and it sets in about 6 minutes, and then it'll take about 4 or 6 hours, I think, to fully cure. But I think this will hold pretty well. So here is my extra long hex socket, and here's my new extra long hex socket. I still need to let the glue cure, so I'm gonna let it cure overnight, and then I'll give it a shot tomorrow night when I get back to working on my fork overhaul. Watch for the next video, which will be my fork overhaul video, and you can see this tool in action. If you're interested in homemade tools, I have a whole bunch of videos where I make different tools, so you can go check those out. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. Hopefully you found this video useful or interesting. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, as I said, go ahead, click the little button down there, subscribe, and click the bell so you get notified when new videos come out, like my fork overhaul video. Over on Facebook, RJ the Bike Guy, go over there, like that page. I post a lot of stuff over there. And I have a webpage, rjthebikeguy.com. Go check that out. Thanks so much for watching.